As you may well know, we have 25 kilos, 50 pounds worth of unsorted Lego. Now, we've got 82 instruction manuals for it, and I think 8 of them are space. So we decided to do a space-themed video. This is vintage only. This is pre this century. So 80s and 90s Lego only, and we're hoping we can find all of the parts, we can build them and display them in the Lightbox for you in this video. I also managed to get 2 moon base plates, which is pretty cool. So let's get to it. So let's go through some of the sets that we managed to find. First of all, we've got the moon buggy. I actually don't know about half of these sets, what their names are, but I'm sure as we pick them and build them, I'll take you through them and tell you exactly what they are. This one's quite interesting just because I don't know where it comes from. Some sort of ice theme, but very interesting. Then we've got this mini kind of Galaxy Explorer. I think that's quite cool. Then we've got these two. So these are light and sound. I don't even know about this theme. Does anyone even know about light and sound? I think there's about 15 sets in the whole thing back from the 80s. It's like the light bricks with the, it's got sound bricks and all that. Very interesting. And then we've got Shuttle Launch Crew from 1992. This is the set that we're going to be picking first. So let's get on with that. There's no secret sauce to this. Ultimately, you've just got to enjoy picking Lego. I don't mind it. It's not a bad way to spend half an hour, and I don't mind watching the grand tour while I'm doing it. But first, let's have a look at the minifigs for this set. We've got 5 of them here. We need to have a go through the minifigure box. So I thought I'd show you what we do when we've got minifigures to find. So in the pack of 82 sets, we had some bikes. We had, let's move this over there. Got some torsos. We've got, oh, there's a couple of built figures. We've got all our heads. I actually can't see what's going on the camera, so I'm hoping that you can see what's going on. We've got legs there, and then we've got kind of accessories and parts. We have, oh, those are, I think, mainly train figures and pirate figures because they're all black. And then we've got headgear and neck gear there, and that's it for the box. So I'm just going to find all of the minifigures and get them ready for the set. Okay, so there you have it. We've got the 5 minifigs all pieced out with their set. And hopefully, I'm just giving them a once over now, just to check there's no damage or anything. But all these minifigures look pretty good. They've got no scratches on the, I don't know if you can see that. No scratches on the printing on the torso. They all look in very good condition. Yeah, that one looks good as well. All of the faces are brand new. They're not actually brand new. They're all brand new secondhand. They're all vintage, but they all have fantastic, I don't know if we can get that. Look at that. The printing is absolutely perfect on those. And then these are completely plain little fellas, these ones. Although, again, the printing is on the face is of very good quality. Okay, so now we've got these done. I'm going to find the pieces for the bike. We're going to build the bike. And then we're going to start building the 2 little vehicles. Let's do that. While we're watching this time lapse, I just want to talk about the audio in this video and previous videos. We were made aware that apparently you guys were listening through only one speaker or one headphone, and that was our fault on our end. Our receiver was recording in stereo and not mono, and so we fixed that. However, half of the clips in this video were filmed previous to knowing this information. So all future videos will sound brilliant, but this one's a little bit mismatched. Apologies for that, but I'm sure it will be better in the future. Anyway, right, let's get back to it. Right, we're done now. I think I've got all the pieces. I always end up not picking at least one piece, but give or take, I think we've got everything there. I think there's some interesting parts here. So we've obviously got the old style hinge for the space shuttle. We've got some of the old airline things for Space Shuttle with some adjustments, a couple of print pieces kicking around, some sticker pieces. That's all Space Shuttle stuff. So, and then you've got the kind of claw, Space Shuttle claw. So, oh, typical, just broken it. But yeah, so that will all kind of be easy with the build there. But we're going to start on the trailer for the truck. So let's go back into a time lapse. Let's get this built and we'll be back in a second. And there we have it. What a delightful way to spend an hour, hour and a half's worth of time picking, finding, sorting and building a wonderful vintage Lego set. Now I've got to say, I watched the Grand Tour, so I've kind of been slowly working my way through this, but honestly, it's hugely charming. It's quite wonderful seeing this set. Now let's start with the motorbikes. They are obviously a very simple build. The motorbike itself is molded and it's just got a few bricks and plates around it, but still wonderful to see those two added to the set. Then we've got the trailer car, which is quite interesting in terms of its build because it is as basic as you can get, but for some reason it still kind of offers that little bit of charm, which is quite lovely. Then we move on to the main truck that pulls the trailer. Again, it's another simple build, but I really enjoy things that are very simple on here. Stuff like the wheels and tires, which are absolutely vintage. I really enjoy the stacks as well, which are quite interesting. And then we move on to the trailer, and then we move on to the space shuttle itself. Now, again, both really good builds. The trailer and the truck is fantastic, but the space shuttle is obviously the star of the show. The space shuttle is very interesting. I do enjoy it. I really like the antennas on the inside, and then you've got what can only be described, I'm going to guess, is the Hubble telescope or some sort of telescope that obviously, or satellite that gets launched up. But yeah, a really interesting build. Really enjoyed my time building it. I've got to say, this only makes me want to build more vintage Lego and not less. It's great. Speaking of which, we've got a load more sets to pick. So I've recruited a little bit of help and hopefully we're going to get some of these sets picked over the next hour or two ready for build. So let's get cracking. So while we were picking these sets, this plonker decided to challenge me to a building race. So he gave me the Sonic Robot, which is the light and sound set from 1986. And then he decided that he was going to build the Blizzard Baron. It's 6879 from 1993. Both with roughly equal amount of parts, but he thought he could build his faster. So here we go. This is us having a race. And it turns out he won. He won by about 5 seconds, but I'm going to give it to him on this occasion. Let me take you through the sets that Jordan and I just built. So on the left-hand side, we've got the Blizzard Baron. Very interesting set. So it actually comes apart into 2 pieces. So playability, play functions is quite nice. It also has the articulating kind of roof and the minifigure is fantastic. The torso printing is great. The helmet is very interesting as well. And yeah, just a lovely set all in all. Now, the other set, the one on the right-hand side, this is the Sonic Robot. Now, this is a very interesting set for several reasons, and I've actually just decided that I'm going to do a whole video on the 2 light and sound sets, so I'm not going to indulge you too much into this, but let's start at the beginning. It has the articulating arms, it has the moving mini builds with the very nice printing on the torsos of each of the Moon Men. But the actual star of the show is this. It's a 9-volt battery box with a light brick. And it also has, if I put this here, that's a multiple sounding speaker brick. And I'm kind of lost for words for this, and it's why I'm going to make a whole nother video. Let me just turn that off. I cannot tell you how excited I am about original light bricks. There's so many other kind of fixtures, fittings, ideas that they've got. I've got lots of them here that I want to show you, but I don't want to bore you because this is all about the space theme and not about light bricks. So the next video is going to be all about light bricks, but for now, what a brilliant little build. The other one actually is even better, so I'm looking forward to showing you that in a minute. But let's get on to the other space builds that we managed to do today, and hopefully we'll get all of them looking fantastic for you. Let me take you through 3 more sets that we've managed to pick and build from our consignment of Lego. Now, moving left to right, or oldest to youngest, if you will, we've got 1979, which is Space Buggy, set 886. Now, I don't actually know where the print piece torso is for this spaceman. Very odd, not sure where it went, but I will find it, and I'll put it on a YouTube short to show that it's back together again. Basic build. But, you know, what can you expect? Some builds are expensive, and some builds are not. But this is a lovely little build to include in a moon scene if you were going to. Next, we've got 6841. That's the Mineral Miner from 1980. Now, his torso is in fantastic condition. Great little minifigure. The wheels are non-rust as well, so there's no rust or any horribleness on them. They move freely and look wonderful. And again, you've got the articulating front bricks, which work perfectly as well. So it's a great little build, and he comes with his little radio accessory as well. And then finally, you've got the Space Dart 1 from 1984. It's set number 6824, and he is in great condition. All the parts are in there, and we have the articulating front shooter blaster thing. The spaceman is also in great condition with no scratches. Yeah, it's a wonderful little set, and you can imagine kids playing with this on those moon base plates and having an absolutely wonderful time back in the 80s. From 1979, I offer you the Space Transport set. Now, I'll give you 2 seconds to guess the set number. That's correct, 918, written right on the side, and that is a print element, along with the other print element, which is the slope with the space logo on the very front. Then we've got the 2 trans yellow elements, one which opens up like a hatch into the cockpit, which reveals the red spaceman that comes with the set. Now, the red spaceman is in fantastic condition, torso unscratched, helmet unscratched, wonderful. The fact that this is 50 years old and still in that condition is phenomenal. Then on the back, we've got the 2 door elements, which open up the rear hatch. You've got the booster element. And all in all, this is 10 years removed from the moon landing. This would have blown kids' minds. They'd have been running around all over the place, this in hand, pretending they were in space. What an amazing set. I got to say, this, no wonder the Galaxy Explorer took off and other sets took off during the 80s if this is where it came from. Because honestly, this is a wonderful, wonderful starter set. Last and by no means least is the XT Starship from 1986, and it is another light and sound set. Now, we are missing 2 white one of these. Now, I've ordered them, so they'll be coming shortly, and I'm not going to do a light and sound video until I've got those 2 in, so the set is complete. But of course, it is a light and sound set, so we've got the flashing lights and the normal lights, and we've got the sound brick just there. Some lovely print pieces all over the place. We have the cockpit as well with the yellow spaceman, and everything is looking in fantastic order. But I am going to do a light and sounds video, so look out for that on the channel. Please consider leaving a like because it really helps other people find this video. And if you want to see more content from us, then please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Until the next video, guys, you take care, look after yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.